The energy in the soap opera of the stars for the first week of September is that of alchemy. I'm an intuitive coach, and this is my energy report for the 31st of August to the 6th of September. These energy reports are channeled from the guides, but they are informed by astrology and human design. So, the ancient exploration of alchemy at a material level is said to be about turning metal into gold. It can also be seen at the level of the psyche as turning shadows into gifts. For this month, the guides are saying that the alchemical process is about moving away from pain-based reactions to presence-based responses. This is an alchemical process I'm looking forward to. So the process, as mentioned in the report for the month of September, is being set up in this year of 2024 and will work its way to aligning you to a completely different energy by September 2025. This 12-month period may seem a little long, but this is the tail end of a transformational journey that you have been on since 2008. This journey started in 2008 when the energy started working on transforming shadows in an aspect of your life. The theme that is relevant for you is mentioned in the Zodiac Signs section of the report. It may be a good idea to have a look at that first and then come back to understand what it means when the guides refer to the transformation of shadows. The guides are saying that every individual is born with a certain set of desires that make them feel they have achieved something in this lifetime. These desires are based on a lesson the soul wishes to learn in this lifetime, and the path to learn that lesson is to experience dissatisfaction in that desire and journey towards freedom from that desire. This freedom may come from either having the desire fulfilled or dealing with experiencing the absence or disappointment the desire brings. The process is different based on each person's lessons and style of learning. So freedom from this desire in this lifetime would lead to a feeling of greater stability for the individual. To achieve that freedom, disempowering belief systems need to be unraveled and empowering belief systems need to be downloaded. Since 2008, therefore, a process of endings and new beginnings in a particular area of your life has helped you with installing these empowering beliefs and moving towards more stability and freedom. So whatever is left in that process needs to be cleared within this next year. So that's what they mean when they're talking about transforming the shadows. Now, having undergone a period of dealing with this energy of transformation, which was from 2008, in 2011, a new energy stepped in to help in this alchemical process. And this was an energy that influenced your ability to explore yourself. It is an energy of spiritual growth and transformation, and while subtle, has been one of the most powerful forces acting on each individual and their psyche. At the collective level, this can be seen in the proliferation of discussions, tools, techniques, and information referring to spiritual growth. It can also be seen in the enhancement and normalization of intuitive gifts, occult sciences, astrology, and other related subjects. This spiritual transformation has been about lifting a veil from the energy of the planet to allow human beings to see that there is more to life than the physical body and its sensory inputs. Once more, this has been working in releasing this knowledge in a specific aspect of your life. This work has impacted your relationship with your emotions, leading to an understanding of the emotions that trip you up versus the emotions that show you up. The zodiac sign detail will help you connect with where your emotions have undergone the greatest transformation since 2011. And then, when the universe felt you had experienced enough of your shadows and understood enough about your emotions, it amped up the energy by introducing an energy that created revolutionary, electrifying, shocking, and sudden changes in your life. This started in 2018. This is an area where, irrespective of the theme, the challenge has been intellectual. These shifts and transformations have changed your worldview. These shocks may have impacted your concepts of trust and self-worth and may have had an impact or helped with clarifying your values. Seen this way, the transformative energy started at the subconscious level of your shadows and beliefs, moved into creating more awareness in your emotional life, and topped it up with the impact on intellectual concepts about who you are and what you want. This transformation is coming to an end. In 2025, the energy shifts rapidly and altogether, unlike the previous shifts that occurred to 2008, 2011, 2018. So when I feel the energy download, it feels to me, and I mentioned this in the month of September, it feels to me like a software upgrade that we will all receive at the same time. The years from 2008 to now were the hardware upgrades we needed to be compatible with that new operating system that is mostly done. Just the tail end remains as per the guide. So this week is all about looking at what remains to be shifted in your shadows, the emotions related to the spiritual transformation, and the concepts that have received shocks. Together, these themes are the base of the pyramid and the metal that needs to be alchemized into gold. These areas have been the cause of pain and conditioned reactions. The alchemical process will lead to presence-based responses instead. And you're probably already facing that, and you already have moved because it's been a long time working. But this is that final shift, the final aha. So the reason this alchemy is important is connected to the movement the guides have been referring to since mid-June. The movement away from control-based structures and to trust-based systems. Pain is a characteristic of the control-based structure, and presence is essential for a trust-based system. So that is why presence is the way into the future, and we need to let go of the pain-based reactions. So let us look at what this means for each sign. For this, you need to look at your astrological chart or connect with me, and I'll let you know your top 3 signs. I use whole sign houses and Western astrology for this, so you take what resonates. Your rising sign is about you, your body, mind, and soul. The question to ask is, what is going on in my life? If you're looking at your sun sign, this is about your career themes related to your father and father figures. Question to ask is, what is influencing my career and significant masculine relationships? Your moon sign is your emotional space, your mother and mother figures. The question to ask is, what is influencing my emotions or significant feminine relationships? Look at all 3 signs to get a complete view of what is happening, or you can look at your rising sign, which will provide you with the main themes. So, Aries rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your career, spiritual transformation through your subconscious beliefs, and the shocks of change in your finances. Now, if you would like to see what the themes for 2025 are, I've provided them in the report for the month of September, so you can look at it there. But this is important for you to know that, what were the shadows from 2008 that you were working with? What is that spiritual transformation area since 2011, and what is that area where there have been shocks since 2018? So moving on, Taurus rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your philosophy. The spiritual transformation has happened in your networks, and the shocks of change in your personality. For Gemini rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your partnerships, the spiritual transformation through your career, and the shocks of change in your subconscious. Now, Cancer rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your intimate relations, the spiritual transformation through your philosophies, the shocks in your networks. For Leo rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your body, the spiritual transformation is through your career. The spiritual transformation is through your partnerships, and the shocks have been in your career. For Virgo rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your creativity, the spiritual transformation through your intimate relations, and the shocks have been in your philosophies. For Libra rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your home, sense of belonging, the spiritual transformation has been through your body, and the shocks have been felt in your partnerships. For Scorpio rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your environment, the spiritual transformation through your creativity, and the shocks have been in your intimate relationships. For Sagittarius rising sun and moon, the shadows were in your finances, the spiritual transformation through your home, and the shocks have been in your body. For Capricorn rising Sun and Moon, the shadows were in your personality, the spiritual transformation has happened in your environment, and the shocks in your creativity. For Aquarius rising Sun and Moon, the shadows were in your subconscious, the spiritual transformation has happened in your finances, and the shocks have been in your home, sense of belonging. For Pisces rising Sun and Moon, the shadows were in your networks, the spiritual transformation has happened in your personality, and the shocks have been felt in the environment. Now, if you would like to discuss this further, if you have questions, please connect with me through the comments below on Instagram or through the other links that I have provided in the description. We do have a study group that we're trying to establish every Saturday at 4 p.m. If you are interested in being part of that study group, please let me know, and have a great week. Do subscribe to this channel for regular updates. I drop a new episode every Friday for the week, and once a month there's a bonus episode for the whole month. I would love to hear from you. The next part of this report is about my process, so if you would like to hear it, but if you've heard it in previous videos, then this is just a repetition. So prior to being able to receive the downloads, my guides expect me to study the astrological and human design transits that are impacting the period of time the report is meant for. I usually study it for the whole month and then week on week. I call it the soap opera of the stars because when I started looking at the information and hearing the stories, it really feels like the planets and luminaries have their own little dramas with their plots and subplots. And we here on Earth are impacted because, all this energy in the universe, this force in the universe impacts us. So we need to work with that energy to ensure we are able to navigate life in the best manner possible. So to me, these are our, these are our warning signals, or the lighthouse that helps us navigate safely to the shore we want to be on, which is hopefully freedom and liberation. So to know more about what I do, you can find me on Instagram as @Pallavi108, which is PALLAVI 108. I'm also on LinkedIn as Pallavi Nath. I have a Spotify channel. It's the same content but in podcast form, and it's called the Soap Opera of the Stars. I have a Medium publication, so same content but in written format. It's also called the Soap Opera of the Stars. You can also stay updated on all the new episodes by following my WhatsApp channel. This is also called the Soap Opera of the Stars. I'm also planning to start posting on X and Twitter, X and Threads. So if that's something you're interested in, then watch this space for more. So just to let you know what I do, as an intuitive coach, I work with clients one-to-one to reset their energetic blueprints for maximum impact. So what this means is it could be an energetic reset to their timelines that includes events right from conception to now. It could be energy from past lifetimes. It could be also ancestral lineages. Now, why it is important to do this is because there are lots of these hidden little things, just like I see this fractured solar plexus that is hidden in our energy that we're not aware of, that we're not conscious of. But as an energy coach, as an intuitive coach, I can see it in the system and I can work with the client to help release it, because after all, aren't we all looking for relief and ease? I certainly am. This can happen for a client for themselves, an individual reset. It can happen for a relationship they're in, so that's a relationship reset. It can happen for the business they're running, and it can also happen in the space that they live or work in. So anywhere that you feel you need a little bit of an energy shift, like a facial for the energy, a deep tissue massage, connect with me. So apart from this, if you want non-face interaction, then I offer intuitive energy blueprint reports. These cover various aspects of your lived experience. They can be generated for you. They can be generated for loved ones. They're similar to the soap opera of the stars, but this is your natal chart. This is your human design setup. So it's very individual and unique to you. The report that I'm currently working on, providing is one around purpose. I will provide reports on love and finance and career and so on and so forth. Right now I'm focusing on the first level, which is why are you here? Who are you on this planet? What is your quest? How does that combine to form your purpose? How do you then understand how this purpose in this current lifetime fits in with past and future lifetimes? And what are the important years so far in your life? What do you learn from them? What do you heal in them? And then what are the important markers over the next 10 years that you could prepare for and therefore navigate your life from that perspective? So this is something that I provide. You can check my link www.bit.ly/PN _reports. And I'm going to put that in the link in the description below. Another service that I provide is answers channeled from the guides. Now you can send this question to me on a form, and within 24 hours I will respond to you with a voice note. So these are specific to a situation, a decision, or a person where they need extra guidance, they need an input, they want to make a decision, or they just need to release anxiety. And this is important for them. So thank you for spending this time with me and my guides, and see you soon. Next Friday, next episode.